Welcome to Multiplications of Rational Expressions with Rachel Lowe.
Yay. I wish I could do this.
Multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. This is actually so. First, you look separately at the numerator. 12 times 3 is 36. When multiplying variables together, you add the exponents. So, x times x gives us x squared. Now we look at y. y1, and there's no other y, so it just stays as y1. And now there's only a z on this side, so you only have z squared. So that's the numerator. Now we'll deal with the denominator, which is much more simpler than the numerator. In this case, we simply have 4z times y equals 4zy. Because 4 times 1 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4, and z times y is zy. Now we'll write it in a simpler form. Okay. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. X squared. And there's no x's on the bottom to divide by, so you're just left with x squared. Now you have y and a y on the bottom, so they cancel out. And lastly you have z squared on the top and z on the bottom, so that cancels out, or that becomes z, just simple z. And that is your final answer. Okay, at this point in the equation, you should look at your non-permissible values. So what values of the bottom variables can they not be so that the denominator does not equal 0? So in this case, simply z and y, because both of them cannot equal 0.
Do you want to watch me play the piano?
And that's your final answer for this question.
Yes, I finally got it.
Here we have a more complicated question. So you first begin by multiplying the numbers straight across like you did before. 8 times 12 is your first. 96. 8 times 12 is 96. Now, a squared times a squared is like going a to the power of 2 plus 2. So you have a to the power of 4. Now b squared times 0, no other b's, so you still have b squared. And c multiplied by c is c squared. Now looking at the bottom, you have 12 times 6, which is 72. And you do a, you only have one a on this side, so all you have is a. Then you multiply the b's, so b times b equals b squared.
No, I still have to figure out how to get in. Oops.
Now you multiply the c's, you have c squared times c, so you have c to the power of 3. Now when simplifying, you first begin by just using the numbers. So 96 divided by 72 goes down to 4 over 3. Now you look at the variables. So when you divide variables, you subtract the exponents. So you have a to the power of 4 divided by a, which gives you a to the power of 3. And you have b squared divided by b squared, which cancels out. Now looking at c's, it's a little more complicated because you have c squared divided by c to the power of 3, which is really c2 minus 3, which is c to the power of negative 1. Since we can't have that, we put it on the bottom. So you have 4a to the power of 3 divided by 3c. Which gives us our final answer. And now, looking at non-permissible values, we look at this part here to see which numbers can a, b, and c not be, so that the denominator does not equal 0. So again, like the other question, in this case, A, B, and C cannot equal 0. And these are your two final answers.